Today, we get to do a walkthrough for Shadow of War. It's an open world action RPG. It's set in the time between The Hobbit and The Fellowship of the Ring. But for us, the exciting part is it is the sequel to Shadow of Mordor. And what that means is that we were able to greatly expand sort of the core of what made Shadow of Mordor cool, which is the Nemesis system. And what the Nemesis system does is that every orc you interact with can change and upgrade over time. And the more you interact with them, the more it is different from anyone else who is playing. It diverges. All playthroughs diverge. So if you watch any of the Twitch streams or YouTube channel, all of the Shadow of Mordor playthroughs are going to be different. And what we've done is upgraded some skills. A little brutal. Only dropped some Mirian. Nice. So what we've done is we've actually upgraded the Nemesis system along a ton of axes. You can now interact with the orcs in a bunch of different ways and have a bunch of different types of relationships with these orcs. It's not just about revenge anymore. But more importantly, your actions with these orcs can now affect the environment. So let's jump into the beating heart of the Nemesis system, the army screen. Oh, and this is full up. Look at this. Alright, so this is the army screen. The guys at the bottom with the blue skulls on their head, that's your army. We'll get to those guys in a second. Our goal today is going to be try to take down Mozu the Plan Maker. That dude is currently making plans with some, like, what is he doing with those fist things? This is great. He's making plans on how to get his hands out of those gauntlets. So Mozu is the overlord for this region, and he has built up a ton of defenses for this fortress to try to stop us and other orcs from taking it over. And each part of it, a main part of his defenses are these war chiefs. And these war chiefs, there's 3 of them. Each come with their own set of bodyguards. And in Shadow of Mordor, these guys were bosses. And we got to take down 3 of them. And that dude has been burned horrifically on the side of the face and only has 1 eye. This is great. Alright, so we have to take down 3 of these guys, which in the old game was going to be really hard by ourselves, but luckily we've got a power upgrade, and that means we have a new ring. And that new ring has allowed us to amass an army. And this army is made up of Uryx and Olog Highs, a new AI type, who we feel best complement not only our playstyle, but just our general style. Look at that dude. Super stylish. He's like a pirate. He's like a pirate orc. Nice. So we built this army in the open world, and today, what are you going to do, Ellie? We're going to make Arbeca the Pain Lover our bodyguard. So we've assigned him as our bodyguard. That means we can call him in at any moment when we're feeling down or blue. So this is Kuga, and we've got Skun. There we go. We've got a camp raid. So what? We're going to send Kuga the Taunter to raid Skun's camp. And so we have a new Nemesis mission created. Alright, so here you go, guys. Because it's a stream, Ellie is going completely off the rails. So normally you guys would be seeing a Fort Assault, but instead we've set up a new mission type, and it's out in the open world. So she summoned the Caragor. We can see the summon down at the bottom. And we're going to head off to this mission start point. So this is a camp raid, and to be honest, we have a lot of mission types, and I have not done a camp raid yet. So you and I will be I wish I had a chair. I could sit down and watch this, and watch Ellie do her magic with you guys and enjoy it. So this is Nurnen, and it's big. Really big. So there's the mission start. So Kuga is going to try to take on Skun the Dead. And he's going to try to raid his camp. And I think we're going to help him.
Don't any of you globs start lopping off each other's arms because you're bored. We've got a job to do tomorrow.
There's Kuga. Oh, and he's got some dudes with him.
Don't take them down too quickly. That'll spoil the fun.
And he's got sideburns. Alright, so we're going to help Kuga. We could probably just go in there and kick a bunch of ass. But let's see how Kuga does. So this is Skun's info. Ellie's taking a look at what are the things that he brings to this fight. What are the things we're going to try to not trigger. And then also the stuff that we can do to take him down if things go really bad for Kuga. Alright, never mind. We're helping.
I know what it is to die and rise again. Necromancers haven't let me rest for the last 1,000 years.
Well, that
So
dude really
come,
is dead.
boy, and let me teach you what it really means to die.
Zoinks. And there's our bodyguard. Why not? It's a bunch of Caragors. This is epic. I don't think Skun is really going to have much of a chance, to be honest.
The strategy is flawed!
Yes, it is.
Fall back!
So, excellent. So he abandoned his cap, which means Kuga has gained 5 levels and Skun has fled. We've gained some XP, and Hogrish the Enraged was killed. What was Hogrish? Who knows? Random orcs. Nice. Oh, and he's epic. So by killing him, whoa, what was he dropping? Somebody was dropping bombs. Was that him? So by killing him, he dropped an epic piece of loot, a new Rohirrim sword. So one of the things we've done in Shadow of War is we've added a total gear and upgrade system that each of these orcs, when they die, they'll drop some loot, and that loot is based not only on their level, but also their interaction with you. So if you can send a death threat to an orc, or if you can throw them on missions, they'll remember that, and their loot will be a little bit higher. In this case, our melee attack is a little less, but if we can do 5 executions on an enemy, it'll basically upgrade the sword. Plus it's all gold and it looks cool. I think there was some other loot that was dropped. One of our guys, your bodyguard, died. Aww. He gave us a cloak, though. That's nice. Look at that. We have a Numenorian cloak by Arbeka the Pain Lover. And again, because this one is epic or rare or higher, and it's epic, it also has an unlocked challenge. Plus it's black. Or brownish. Blackish brown. Alright. So we finished that. We're going to fast travel. Are we going to head back to the Fortress Assault? Alright, cool. So these are just some of the things you can do in the open world in Shadow of War. A lot of it has to do with changing your army, upgrading them, sending them on fights, taking advantage of taking down their army. And all of those stories are going to be different based on the interactions you have with those orcs. Those guys will remember all of that. Arbeka's not going to remember anything, though. So new bodyguards. Sooner or later, these guys are going to be not interested in being your bodyguard. Too much death. Alright. So let's start the Fortress Assault. We have 15 minutes. That's a good amount of time. I think we can do it. So this is the siege upgrade screen. And alright, Kuga is our, I guess at this point, our left-hand man. On the left-hand side, this is our army. On the right-hand side, this is Mozu's army and his defenses. And each of his war chiefs, including Mozu himself, have brought an upgrade to this fort. In this case, Mozu has upgraded the wooden walls of the original fort to stone walls. Those things don't burn, and they're a little harder to knock down. They've added poison spouts to those stone walls. And they have a ton of defenders, so when we go in here and we start fighting them, we're going to see a lot more of those shield guys from the original game. Can't take them head on, they're a pain in the butt. Finally, this is their artillery. At each of the gates, we're going to keep hitting these. We're going to have 2 siege beasts that we're going to have to deal with, or else they're just going to keep dropping firebombs on us. On our side, though, we have our war chiefs, and we have 1 open slot. And luckily, we've got an extra war chief we can drop into it. So this is Urharkon the Glutton, and with him he's going to bring, what is he going to bring? Wild Drake. So a Wild Drake, it's wild, it does a ton of damage to whatever it wants. Apparently it picks up Ologs, which I didn't know, but we saw in last stream, which is pretty good. We're going to bring poisonous siege beasts. We're going to bring hunters in to try to deal with their shield guys, so our army's going to be a lot more hunters. And finally we're going to bring sappers, and their sappers' goals in life is literally to run at something and blow up. And that something can be you, it can be another orc, it can be stone walls, doesn't matter, run at something, blow up. So we've seen what the defenses are, we've upgraded our offenses. Let's watch Ellie take down this fortress. There's the gluttonous. We see some sappers already, those are the guys with the torches.
You may have got lucky at Gostor, but this fort's a different story. Now, I'll give you directions to an easier conquest, but I think it's simpler if I just kill you. Soon you'll see the error you've made. Soon you'll see your blood-coat our warriors' swords. Drench our berserkers' faces.
On your command, we'll do our thing.
They think they know war better than us. I think they're wrong. I think we will teach them.
That dude's pretty chill for a gut ripper. Alright, so fortress assaults are super chaotic. The AI will go and try to do the things that they want to do. So in the case of those sappers, they're going to head towards those front gates and try to blow them up. Ellie is going to take out those wargrogs. There we go. Where's the sappers? There we go. Alright! Well, that's what sappers are meant to do. You can actually use them as moving bombs, which is also pretty cool. So I already have one of our guys bleeding out. What was he doing out here? Whatever. He was probably eating the gluttonous. By saving him from bleeding out, he'll remember that, and he'll be much more likely to help us later on if we need it. In the meantime, we just have walls blowing up left and right. More guys bleeding out. Walls right in front of the camera. But our war chiefs have really taken over this victory point. That's great. Done. Once again, the game playing itself. So we've taken the first victory point. We need to take 3 here. So our army is now moving on to the next victory point and trying to mop up as they go. A quick transition for one of the enemy orcs to our side, plus a health boost using the ring's power to dominate and drain. This guy. Oh, I see what you're saying. Like I said, a lot more of those defenders.
To win the battle or the war. This is where your petty foray ends.
Fireproof. That did not do as much damage as we would have thought. Like I said, our war chiefs and captains, we've got a bunch of them. And they are really taking over these victory points. They're going to move on to the next one while we kick the shit out of that guy. Nope. Nice. There's more sappers. Sure. I love sappers.
They've reached the courtyard! Slaughter them there! I was gonna wait. You know, really build up the anticipation. But you and me, we should skip right to the climax!
The orcs there twisted. Nice. So what Ellie did there is she had two powers on her ranged weapon. The first one being she was able to poison that barrel, and the second one was exploding shot. And when you explode a poison barrel, you get balefire. Poison and fire. And because all of these war chiefs died so quickly, that dude just became terrified. He was like, I'm out. But he's not out because we have Shadow Dominate. What do you want to do?
I add you to my rank!
Excellent. We have greatly expanded our army's ranks in this fortress assault. And it's glorious. Oh, we got another bleeding out guy. I think we've saved this guy twice now. Alright, third victory point taken, which opens up the Overlord's lair. Let's save this guy.
I require aid!
Or we can just leave him to bleed out.
I owe you my life.
Yes, you do. Alright, so the Overlord's lair. Each of these guys have made their way up through the ranks of the Nemesis system, and in doing that they've had a ton of interaction with both Talion and other orcs. And that interaction has changed who they are. Both their strengths, their weaknesses, sometimes their tribe. And what that means is that every time you have an Overlord fight, it's going to be different. In Twitch, you can tell me how different this one is from the last one, because this dude is going to be different.
So none of those useless dudes could stop you. I suppose I'll have to kill you myself.
Brave words for someone hiding from battle.
So he is a poisonous warmonger assassin. 1, he's got an awesome skirt. 2, he's going to be throwing poison spears at us. 3, he's got feathers. It's already different. Alright, so we're going to get some info on him. He's flammable, of course, because he's got feathers. He has a poison trap. And here's the heavy. You were just waiting. They're like, no, we're not doing it. We're not coming near you with that heavy glaive. We're going to stand here and get poisoned. Nice. He's pretty heavily damaged by arrows. Poison. So poison's going to do some damage over time. So healthing up here might be really important. He's going to probably have archers. Most of them do up around the top. There we go. And we can basically take these guys, combat brand them, which turns them over to our side, but more importantly, it gives us a bunch of health. Excellent. Take the fight back downstairs. Oh yeah, in the face. So he's broken. to death because he is flammable. That was awesome. So we have taken out the war chief. And this fortress is now ours. With our brown cloak. It's nice.
We fought and suffered,
Stylish.
but still we stand. There is a new power in Mordor. You! In the days ahead, we will fight other battles and claim other fortresses. But starting today, Mordor belongs to you! Mordor belongs to the Bright Lord!
So this fortress is now ours. And by capturing the fortress, we have taken this portion of Mordor from Sauron. This region is now blue. It belongs to the Bright Lord. We've gotten some XP, we've gotten some Mirian, and we've picked up all the rest of the loot in the area. But more importantly, we are going to have to defend this region because Sauron's forces are going to want to take it back. And they're going to take it back in the same way that we just took it from him by sending a bunch of troops on a fort assault. So we have to defend this place, and yeah, we already know who's going to be our overlord. Boom. Kuga the Taunter. And this is where it gets cool, because Kuga, both his tribe, his traits, his strengths and weaknesses, that changes how the player plays out in this region. The types of missions, the types of loot, the types of beasts, all of that changes based on who your overlord is. And we have Kuga. So now Ellie will normally get to go explore, and you guys get to go explore E3. Thank you very much for hanging out for this demo. Ellie, thank you very much for being incredible. There's Legendary. We'll talk to Twitch about that. Please go out this door. Or not, because there's nobody here holding the door open. I'll hold the door open. There you go. Oh, actually, hey, can we go back? Slide, you guys can go. I'll talk about this while you're going. Twitch chat was interested in what the legendary upgrade stuff looked like. And the more you get legendary stuff, you can actually fully, if you get a full complete legendary kit, you actually open up a number of set bonuses. So in this case, the stealth attack's a little higher. We have an unlock challenge, but then we have a couple of bonuses that go with that. And so once we have all... What is this? This is a dagger of war. Once we have all of these daggers... So these are this is the Warmonger kit, right? Because yeah, we killed the Warmonger. Once we have that full kit, we'll actually be able to get a bunch more bonuses. And here we go, Warmonger. So we have currently the dagger for the Warmonger set. Excellent. Did we get any other legendary stuff? Is that good enough, chat? I hope it's good enough. We try. Ellie tries. All of us try. We did good. You know what I need to try to do? I need to try to go to the bathroom before the next one. Chat, can you help me with that? Alright, I'm gonna just go. I love you, chat. Wait, we have 1 minute? Oh, wait. So I've got to hear... I could ad-lib. I don't know. What else? What else did we get? Did we pick up anything else? So we got the cloak. Did we get any armor? Oh, we got a battle hammer. Which is... its ranged attack is way crappier. Go back to the battle hammer a second. Headshot an enemy who is on fire. And then you have a 36% chance that a headshot lights enemies on fire. Alright, that would actually be worth the minus 25, I think. What do you think, Twitch? Is that worth it? Are we done? We're going? What was that? Oh, okay. Still going. That's cool. Twitch, you'll have to tell us if it's actually worth less of a ranged attack to do that, fella. Ellie doesn't think so. Are we done?
Brainiac.